Hello? I don't know if any of this works. Hello? Why is my webcam not showing up? Oh, there it is. Okay. Hello? Hi, Lancey. Hi, Strudel. What's going on? I stream once in a while, Lancey. Just been setting up the computer for like the last hour. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear the music? I sent a picture of myself to Mickey, Lancey. He was just grilling me. That's no fun. He said, fuck what I said. I want to know what you look like now. Let's try this one. I'm just going to work on some strategies today. Right now, I'm downloading an indicator that I paid for access to. Oh, Nightbot, what are we doing? I'd appreciate a follow. Yeah, for sure. Good job, Nightbot. Well done. I used to stream a lot more frequently. Like, at one point, I was looking at it for like job purposes, like make money online type of deal. And that's actually how I discovered Twitch. But it's been a long time since I've been active, really. But I have a very pretty mic. Look at this. Let's see here. Downloads. Okay, let's add this. Import add-on. Wait, I missed it. You can't. Okay, now it looks like I'm creeping on you. I'm trying to fix this chat because I clicked on your name and it won't go away now. Oh, there we go. You don't have to join my server. There's not anything going on in there. It's fine. Downloads. Yes. I have a couple friends in my server, but I'm not in there. So you can't hear the music. Okay. How do we fix that? It says Spotify EXE. It could just be because it's low. Or I have it excluded from the stream. I don't know, because it's a separate track. It says audio track 1, and Twitch VOD is on 6. And I have, in the global, I have Spotify on 1, and I don't have anything on 6. I just don't want Spotify to go onto the VOD. Streamlabs, NinjaTrader. Oh wait, I have 2 Spotify's. Let's see if this works. Can you hear it now? What if I turn it up? What if I turn it up? No, still nothing coming through. Stream tracks. Designates if this source is audible in your live broadcast. Global settings. What I can do is just play it through the desktop and say, screw it until I figure this out. Maybe I'm not capturing a desktop too, I don't know. Let's see. Desktop audio. Okay, there's some music. I just wanted to play whatever music I wanted to and it not be put on the VOD. But I don't really have to do that. I do have some copyright-free stuff. Bestie, what's up? I've gotten a lot of follows recently and have not streamed since then. So it's nice to see new people in here. So what I want to do is go to Strategy Builder. And we'll make a new strategy. I don't even know which one I picked here. Let's see. The SRB breakout. We'll do breakout. Aw. It's nice to see you, Hunter. It's so weird calling you that. I don't think I can call you that. What are we doing here? So we want like a take profit. I'm just being a dork, just coding. It's kind of what I do. Let's say, I don't know, 400 on this. And stop loss dollars. We'll set it to 200. All right, twin, I got you. I think Bestie works because that's what Groot calls you. So we want indicator. Open this up. Nordman. Okay, I need to put my email in here. What else? Why is there 2 spots for it? Oh, that's the email. Email too. I don't want that. No, I don't want any alerts. We can't even do any real testing today because the market's closed. And then buy buffer, sell buffer. I have no idea what these mean. Is greater than, I have an idea. I need to go back and add a, let's just call it 0 and put a 0 here. Default and minimum. Because we need to make sure that this is greater than 0, I think. If we look at this, Support and breakout. I'm assuming these have a value, right? Because they're at $1 amount. Yeah, I'm working on future stuff. I've been I learned how to trade manually. I say manually because that's as opposed to coding it. And I'm a software engineer at work. I've been a software engineer for 5 years now. So, and I have to work. So the thing is I want to code something that is consistently profitable, and it's a lot harder than you might expect. So that's what I've been working on. I was doing Forex type stuff, and that didn't work out too well. And there was a big thing with these companies being sleazy and not acting right, and then they got shut down because they were unregulated and stuff. And everyone's like, oh, switch over to futures. There's no spread. You're not getting manipulated. There's one price for a given instrument that is the same across the whole market. You're not getting lied to, right? Futures is treated differently. So I decided to get into this, and this is called NinjaTrader. So the scripting is done in C#. So what I'm doing right now is basically generating a strategy. And then I'll unlock the code, and then I can go in and edit the code. By buffer. And then I want this to be greater than the input we just made, which is 0. And then we will... Dandy! Pseudo stream. Yeah, this is not even something I'm planning on doing that frequently. I was just I'm bored. I want to talk to people. And I've been working on this coding stuff. Yeah. Ash, what's up? How is everybody tonight? I have a feeling this is not something people really care that much about, unless you're on Twitch looking for this, right? But it's still nice to talk to people. User input. Half the time I'm in a stream, I'm not watching the game or whatever. I'm just hanging out. So this is it. This is the whole strategy, and then we can come back here. We can just test it as is. Playing Minecraft. That's awesome. I don't think I've ever played Minecraft on a console because it's a totally different way of playing it. I'm a keyboard and mouse guy for that kind of stuff. But I'm good. How are you? I don't know about that, HR. People like content. They don't... Watching paint dry is awful. I would not recommend that. But thank you. Young Tom... It's the mustache. It's the mustache, isn't it? Also, I imagine it gives some cop vibes, but I don't necessarily like that vibe. Definitely the mustache. It's in right now, so you gotta do it. So I can come back into the builder and unlock the code. I just have to select it. Unlock, yes. Can you guys hear the music now? I feel like you can, because I can see it on the desktop. This is my buddy Kiefler. He's on Spotify and Apple Music. Detectives are still cops. I do have a cat. She's over here. She's passed out. You have been requested. Come here. Let me knock my stuff over. You see her? Oh, hold on. There she is. I have no idea what kind of cat she is. I picked her up from someone's backyard. She's, I mean, domestic short hair, I guess. Just whatever a stray is in America. She had to take my good chair, too. I'm sitting in the old chair. The only reason I really want like to get into streaming even semi-seriously is so I can have an emote of her. I want to make one of her face. All right. Oh, she was passed out. So the next thing we do is go and test this, and it probably will be awful, but I learned about some new testing methods. Do it, Lancey. Do it. Let's do MNQ. Let's just see what happens. See if we make any money off this. Cash. It's Cash. I guess I have to scream your name now. Cash. I don't think we got any trades. That's wild. Something's off about this. Oh, I remember. I had to do something specific to unlock this. Or maybe it's the buy buffer. What's up? You should have said first, yeah, for sure. This is a double. Greater than 0. Let's try to compile this and see what's happening here. Oh, I can't even chat in my own thing because I'm not logged in. That's wild. Series double, buy buffer. We might have to try a different strategy until I figure out how to compare this. I got access to these strategies. It's a monthly subscription. It's not expensive. And I was like, yeah, Lancey was here first, but we'll just pretend. Let's see. Lancey and then Strudel. So I paid for these strategies and I downloaded them. I downloaded one and I was like, there's nothing in this. Like, I wanted code that I could manipulate. And the way they have it set up is like, basically you're calling their strategy, which is hosted somewhere that you don't have access to. And I emailed them and I was like, please refund me. I can't do anything with this because I'm trying to automate it. And he emailed me back and was like, oh, like you can still make a strategy without having access to the code. And I found out a way to do it. So it's basically just like calling the indicator and then you enter the order based on that. I just don't know how to get this one to work. But we can go back to the... I worked on another one, which is the Super Trend. Let's just download it. Just so we have it, and we can import it too. Let's see, import. Oh, you should send them this way, Lancey. Super Trend. There's definitely like an audience for this type of stream. It's just not the most common thing on Twitch for sure. I mean, one of the biggest streamers on the platform is Pirate Software, and he often games, but he also does game development. A pixel game. Well, that's sweet. I really should get into game development, but it's not something I don't have enough push to want to do it, like to learn all the things about it. I don't know. I did actually make a game a long time ago in a builder, and I put it on the App Store and stuff, but it's no longer there. You know what we should do? I want to open a chart. Chart. MNQ. And then we can put an indicator on here and see if there's a value for that. You think it did okay? Like, they actually sold copies of it and stuff? I know how to make things. I don't know how to market things, and that's more than half of what's important to to being successful. Oh, we're using 2023. That's why. I don't. So if I go back to the analyzer and we pick a non 2023 one here, MNQ. No, not futures. Micros. MNQ 24. Here we go. That's probably the issue. I hope that's it. No, that wasn't it. But we should be able to get the chart now. Chart. Micros MNQ. Where'd it go? Can we get some data, please? There we go. And then I can add the indicator. Wherever that is. This? Oh, it was a right click. There's an ad-based mobile game. Well, that's cool. It's too late for me. Like, I will always be a dork. I will always code, as far as I'm concerned. There's no shame in that. It's less of dork and more of geek, I think, unless you think it's dorky. Dork is more like the way you feel about it, an opinion. Does that work? Oh, I forgot to add it. This program is insane. Okay, add. There we go. Apply. Enter your email. Now we can apply. And we don't have anything? Why is that? Oh, there's a little breakout right here. There we go. Okay, it just took a little while. Is there a way I can find out these values? Drawing objects. Data. Start time, start Y. Okay. I don't know what else we can do to get this to work, but this breakout doesn't even look good. It's breaking out of this, and then it starts dropping, so. Let's try the other one. This process is frustrating. Takes a long time. You probably could stumble on something profitable quickly, but it's not likely. And the problem is it can change month to month or day to day and whatever. So it's hard to get something that's consistently profitable. knocking over my animals. Okay, let's do this. I know this one works for me. This is the super trend, so it's basically like sell here and buy here, right? That's all. I had this running this past week and was doing okay with it. Didn't make any crazy money, but it's just something I'm trying out. I think you could basically say if this line is not horizontal, you could buy. Or if there's a difference between this one and this one, right? So let's go and make a new strategy. Strategy builder. Next. What's it called? Norman. Super trend. We'll put some inputs here. Default is, let's say 400. We'll add stop loss. 200. And we'll add that 0 again just for fun. Thank you, Nightbot. That's very kind of you. All right, so let's go and add this again. So indicator, we'll do the Nordman. Not the breakout, we want the super trend. We need to put the email in. If I can spell. Should have just copied it at this point. And then we want by start, we'll start that and we'll say greater than user input a 0. And then we want to go long for the default. Okay, and then we'll do another one, another set, add indicator, Nordman, super trend, greater than 0. Oops. You know what I forgot? I forgot the email. And I want to turn these off. Okay. And then we'll do a sell or short. I need to come back here and turn these alerts off. Don't alert me. Stops and targets. Here we go. Take profit. Okay. Stop loss. Stop loss. Oops. This value. All right, that's that, and we'll unlock it. Next, unlock. Yes. Why did this? There's nothing in this. What just happened? And it unlocked it and destroyed it, so that's fun. Unlock. Yes. Okay, that worked. I don't know what happened. So we want st by start, st cell start. Actually, I think this might already be copyrighted music. Let's switch to something else. How about Christmas music? That sounds great. And then we compile. Let's close this one. So I didn't really want dubstep. That was... Oh, let me turn that up then. I don't want it too low in my ears, though. I mean, it's not going to affect the VOD, assuming none of it gets claimed, because it's good for stream, like on purpose. So this one should produce some results, but we'll see. Okay, didn't do anything. Love that. Why is that? There was something I had to figure out about the script. Oh, we need to look at the log. That's right. Oh, I remember what it is. It's the data source. But the log will tell us. So control center, it says it's trying to load additional data and wants the daily enter license email. So actually the other one might have worked. We'll have to go back into it. Let's open that strategy. Breakout. We need to add if state configure. It was add data source, I think. Let me go to the docs for it. NinjaScript docs. Add data source. Add data series. There was an example here. Like this. That'll work. I remembered there was something that I had to do and I couldn't remember exactly what it was. And then this is day, and we'll do a single day. So now this should be producing results. It was erroring out because it didn't have the data I wanted. So now we should be getting trades, and we're still not. Why is that? Go to the log. Oh, that was a super trend. Let me add that to the other one too, just to be safe. I didn't compile it, did I? I don't think I compiled it. Okay, there's something. So we made $132 in 4 months. That's good. There we go. So if we were to pump this up, let's say a 20, what would that look like? Probably horribly negative. Yes, negative $39,000. Love that. So there's a, oh yeah, that was a super trend. Did I call them the same thing? No way. Norman breakout. No, they're not called the same thing. Why are they called the same thing in the analyzer? Oh, here it is. Okay, so this one should also work. Let's just double check that. We should get some trades. And this one is not set up correctly, but we'll see what happens. I think this one is probably not going to work very well. I also don't have a short in here. Let's add that. That's called cell buffer. And then we're going to enter short. Short. Oh, that's still going. That's interesting. Probably should not have saved it and compiled it while it was in the middle of it. In the middle of a test. Okay, negative $3,000. I had a feeling this one wouldn't look too good. Even just looking at the chart, it's just awful. So I want to come in here in the super trend and basically say if there's a change, if this 1 is greater than this 0 position, then you would buy, because these flat areas are kind of pullbacks and stuff. And that should increase the profitability, or the percent profitable. So that is the super trend. And what we want to say is, oops, I copied nothing. Or if the buy 0 is greater than the buy 1, which means it's increasing. And then it would be the opposite for the sell. Let me just copy this. And then I can change it. And that would be the opposite, so it would be less than. I should have looked at the profitability before I did that, but too late. Yeah, I think it might have dropped. These shorts are, oh, we're actually making money on the longs. Okay, so the shorts are, I've been having issues with all my shorts being fucked up. At least on this chart. And it's not something you want to just be like, oh, let me just not enter shorts at all. But if it makes money, you try it. That's not a very, you know, long-term solution. So if we run this again, we should be making money. Oh, look at Zombie. Hi, Zombie. What's going on, bud? Okay, so this is 45% profitable. I think the shorts were doing horrible. So this is making $1,900 over a little over 4 months. But then we can change the quantity and see what that looks like. See if we get more or less. 10,000, that's pretty good. It even says here, profit per month, 2,338. So the issue is, things can look really good in a back test and then not work at all in a forward test, which means doing it in a simulation using the live market. I was actually hoping Keith would show up because, oh no, what happened, Lancy? I've been talking to Keith about this kind of stuff for a long time. Good thing we close soon. I hated retail. It's not, that's not even true. I was okay with it. It's kind of bad for an introvert. But I dislike it looking back in time now that I sit at home and don't talk to people most of the day. You don't work retail? Oh, okay. I thought you had a store or were a manager of a store or something like that. Okay, I you don't work real retail. So like not customer facing. Okay. Well, I hope you close up soon. I think it's like an hour, right? An hour 20, and then you can get home. My week was pretty long, and I just did not have a good couple of days in the past couple of days. What's a Karen restaurant? I never heard of that. Oh, you got 20 minutes? That's good. Hang in there, buddy. So one thing you can do, which I wanted to show, actually I want to try the walk forward because that's something different. So I already understand this kind of flow with the optimization. So basically, what you would do is say, if I want to test the take profit or the stop loss, you would put those values in here and then in the increment. So you could say like I want to test from 100 to 1,000, for instance, and you would do by 100, hopefully, and not by one. But I want to try the walk forward because I think that will give different results. You want to optimize on, say, max net profit and just see what happens. Obviously, the 1,000 is going to be preferable because that's going to give you the most profit. That's not even necessarily the case, but that's what typically happens because you're talking about a lot of trades. Optimizer. Then there's the optimization period and the test period. Let's just see what happens with this. I don't know if this will give different results than I'm used to. The theme is the staff is incredibly rude and insulting. I see. Oh, okay. So like a restaurant for only Karens. Hmm. How about that? How about that, huh? You ever thought about that? Get the fuck out of my chat. I like that idea in theory, but I also feel like that would get like, I don't know. I think it's kind of corny at the same time. Yeah, it was a bot message. Lancy, do you want a mod? I don't know if I'm going to be streaming much, but I can mod you. I had someone like sort of big come into my stream one day. He's part of like a multi-person stream, and I don't remember how he found me. I don't know if I asked, but I immediately modded him because I was like, "Holy shit, he's in my chat." That was pretty cool. I think they don't have a self promo in their Discord or anything, so I don't know exactly what the situation was. Maybe because we talked on Twitter or something. So I don't really have any idea how this works, but it looks like it breaks down the performance by. There are no parameters here. And then by date range, 510 to 510. That's a good date range there. I'm gonna go back to the other thing because I understand how that works. So let's say 50 to this. So this is just optimizing on parameters. It basically runs a simulation for each. Oh. It runs a simulation for each of the combinations. So $15,000. What is the drawdown? 10,000. That sucks. What's the profitability? 13%. Well, it's a 900, 100, so. Let us do minimum drawdown. I'm getting all this set up, or I'm testing and trying to get some profit in my simulation account in order to buy prop accounts. So prop accounts are basically using simulated money, but let's say you buy the $50,000 account. You have $50,000 of capital. It's not really the case, but that's how you look at it. Welcome back, Lancy. Oh, you know what I should do? Let's add the DQ. I figured out how to change the default quantity. We're just gonna take this one, which is 0, and call it TQ, not T1, TQ. We'll just take this over, and we'll set it to, I don't know, 5. And then we can actually vary the number of contracts that are being purchased or sold. And I need to come in here and configure and say default quantity equals DQ. Okay. Why is this here twice? Why is this here twice? 1v41, 1v42. Whatever. I don't really care. Now if we go back to the analyzer, we can vary the number of contracts. So if we were going to do like 1 to 10 by 1, then we'll get the best, the least drawdown is what we want to look for in a lot of cases. So that's going to be 400. We'll be here for a while. Hi, kitty. Hi. My cat says hi. Leave me alone. I'm trying to go back to sleep. I do have mods. I haven't talked to them in a long time. I probably have like, I don't know, 5 or 6 mods. Oh, I can't do it here. I forgot. Oh, there's my bot. That's my friend. That's the famous guy or whatever. And then we have some services, and then I have 2 people that I used to talk to a lot on Twitch. So it's really only 3 people, but there would be more of a need of it if I streamed more frequently, but I can mod you if you want, Nancy. I said that earlier. Just say the word. It's totally cool if you don't want to, because sometimes you don't want to have to fight the bots. So what do we have here? Oh, these drawdowns are horrible. with the account size that I'm looking at, I've already gotten a couple of them and blown them, but the max drawdown at any given time is $2,500. So yeah, Ant just modded me the other day too, Lancey. It's never like, oh my gosh, you have to be here all the time, and I know you know that, but you feel a certain responsibility to be there as much as you can and to be on point, right? It's an obligation. If we were to look at the Apex trader funding, I'm curious what their highest drawdown is. Rhythmic, trade of 8. So the 100K trailing threshold is 3,000. 150 is 5,000. So the 300K, the max is 7,500. So these numbers that I have are way too high for even the biggest account. Yeah, the nice thing about yesterday in Ty's stream was we had a lot of mods cycling through or staying for a while, so there was a lot less pressure to be there the whole time, especially when you're doing a subathon, right? I'm curious. This is 677. What is that? That's insane. And your profit goal is so high, 20,000. 677 times 0.2, $135. The imbalance between the profit goal and the threshold is pretty high with these bigger ones, which is why I've been told that the 50K is kind of the best deal, or at least it's the most balanced. Here they're equal. Here the profit goal is a little bit higher, and then it just gets worse and worse. But you can trade, let's see, the 300K, you can trade 350 micros. That's crazy. The 50K, you can only do 100 micros. Anyway, we got to fix the drawdown. The question is, how do you manage that? Like, let's say we go... like 400 or even 200. Say 300, 300 by 1 and 150 by 1, and then you vary the DQ. Oh, you know what? I should have had that off. Let's see what this looks like with lower amounts. 14,000 still, that's wild. This one is almost the right size. 2,500 drawdown. Let's see, that's a 350. Yeah, that's a 1. That makes sense. Let's change this up a little bit. So let's say from 300 to 600 by 100. And then 50 to 150 by 50. Let's see what this looks like. All right, so let's see here. These drawdowns are insane. It just might mean it's a bad indicator, really. I also can do in the code. I don't know if I want to do that. I was trying it with basically anytime there was a buy, meaning a green line. We're not even doing shorts. Why is this so bad? I forget what I had settled on. It was like 200, 400, I think. Let's say 400, 400 by 1. And we'll vary the DQ. Like $9,000 is way too high. So let's say 400 to 1,000 by 100 or 50. Edit. What's this button do? Oh, okay. I really should be coding my strategies on this computer. I have a mini PC that actually runs the strategies because that's on all the time. But this is like a relatively powerful computer, and this is the Windows side of it, so I should be doing that. I don't think the mini PC would be able to handle this many iterations. Let's see. Yeah, these are all pretty bad. Not sure how I feel about this. $450 and 200. You know what we could do is pump this up a little bit. So let's try from 10 to 20 by 1. Sometimes the number of contracts makes all the difference between being profitable and not. I'm gonna run to the restroom. I'll be right back. Hello? This is still not done. That's wild. This is the minimum drawdown? Oh boy, 14,000. Jeez. Oh, I forgot we changed the contracts. 15,000 is a nice number, but this is you can't deal with a drawdown this big. That's insane. That would get you knocked out so fast. Let me see. I'm gonna grab my the strategy that I saved. Where is it? Let's try this one. This is a really dumb strategy, but it theoretically could work. And at least the drawdown's not nearly as bad. Where is that? Let's see. My editor. I want a new strategy. Just paste this in. It's all good. And we compile it. Oh, how do I change this? My custom strategy. Is it, oh, my custom strategy one. I think I have to close it and then I can rename it. Rename. There we go. Yes. Let's recompile and make sure it works. And then we'll run a backtest. This one performs okay. The drawdown, oh, 8,000. What? I picked the wrong strategy. Aha, okay. There we go. Okay, that's horribly negative. Default quantity. Let's do this. 1 to 20 by 1. And we can vary this a little bit, but maybe not quite yet. Let's see what happens with this. Hi, good morning. I have no idea why these are so bad. The minimum is 20,000. Damn. We can also do a month and see what happens in a month. April 10th or whatever, somewhere in there. See what happens across this month. I think January is particularly bad. Oh, I know what the other thing I was doing different. I was running tick data, so we can try that. See what it looks like. So the least on this is 7100, and we'll see what happens when we run the tick data. It's gonna take a while. Hey, CC, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. My name's Sudo. I don't stream very often, to be honest, but I've been on Twitch for a long time, and I've streamed quite a bit over the years. My weekend is good. How about yours? Do I know you? Do I know you from someone's server? Did you change your name? I'm not familiar with your name. Souls? Oh, okay. Oh, you must have followed me. Yeah, it's funny because I mod a lot, I get random followers sometimes, just like from the communities, and then I just don't stream for a long time. Well, it's nice to see you. Yeah, Lancey doesn't stream very much either, but I have to go bother him when he does. Okay, so interesting. The lowest drawdown went from 7100 to 5600 because I used the tick data, so that's interesting. Lancey, I've seen you stream, right? You stream once in a while. You don't have to do it every day, right? Like Ty. Oh, you just started streaming. Nice. What do you mainly stream? Because like I've been doing a lot of coding stuff recently. Let's vary this up. So let's say 100 to 500, and we'll do 50 here. 50 to 200 by 50. Let's make sure we don't have a ton of iterations. And let this start. Is Tekken on Switch, Lancey? Because I'll whoop your ass. I'm just talking shit. I don't play fighting games. And I should probably, if I were gonna do that seriously, I would have to get like a PlayStation. It would break a Switch, yeah, for sure. All right, this is way too many. We can't do 400 on this amount of data. Let's do like 1 to 10 maybe. And 100 to 500. Or 400. That'll reduce it significantly. I do sort of have a PC. And I can get a controller, but no, CC, I don't. I'm a software engineer for a living. If you mean, oh, coding, yeah. Not streaming. I thought that's what you meant. I don't do this kind of coding. I do like web development. I've actually been a professional engineer for almost 5 years now. It'll be 5 years in July. Yeah. Like, I actually kind of have an idea of what I'm doing now, which is cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't necessarily like my job a lot, but I'm in a position where I end up fixing a lot of things, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Being the guy who's, oh, you got to fix this real quick or add this, you know. Yeah, 5 years. I went to a boot camp, 2018 to 2019, and graduated in April 2019, and had a job within a couple months. I started in July, so yeah, time flies. I don't necessarily think at this point getting into coding is going to pay off in the long run, but you know, with the short term, it could. They talk about like, oh, AI is going to replace all the coding jobs, and at this point, it's not really that much of a threat. But at some point, 20 years maybe, there will be no more engineers. Technology develops really fast, and what we have today is decent, but it's not going to replace anyone's job quite yet. Is my stream lagging or anything? I had the stream playing and it was like going real slow. I just think it's probably because I'm doing a lot of calculations. I'm good? Okay, thanks. I know this is going to sound dumb, but I really like that I am in a lot of communities because I get people from all over when I start streaming. I guess that's how it works for everyone, right? If you're involved in other communities. But it's like my people come in. And then you get a couple random people who stop by. I'm thinking about it. It would be this kind of stuff, right? Because this is what I've been into recently, and I haven't even played a video game in months at this point. Strudel is from Kefler's stream, Kefler Elf, which is one of my older communities. So that's the three people talking in here are from 3 different communities. That's pretty cool. I think my cat wants me to shut up at this point. Are you sleepy? Let's see. Get the kitty in the frame. There she is. Hi. Hi, kitty. So these drawdowns are more like what we need in order to be successful. They're more along the lines. They're still they're still a little too high. What is this? A 10? 100, which is a really weird situation to be in. But it works in some cases. So with this setup, so you're taking profit at $100 of a trade, and your stop loss, if the trade goes the wrong direction, is $100 in, and it's 10 contracts. This could theoretically work, but in my testing, I end up losing a lot of money, and I don't know what to do about that. I think there was something else. All right, see you, Lancey. Thanks for stopping by. Safe travels. There was something. some other kind of data. Let's see if we go here. The connections, playback. Let's see if we can get disconnected. Oh, I know why it didn't work before. Let's disconnect from simulation. Go to playback. We want market replay, I think it was said. And we'll do from MNQ24. And, oh, there we go. Okay. I tried it before with the 2023 contract, and of course it wasn't going to work. So what does this do? I think this is in relation to a chart. Oh, it only does a day. Okay, that's cool. So we would go to the chart, I guess? I saw someone doing this on a stream. May 10th, that's May 10th, right? Friday. How does this work? I've never done this. Do you make this bigger? No. I'm not sure what it's doing. I think it's probably placing orders. Or not? I don't know. How does this work? Because there's nothing in here for a strategy. How do I close this? I don't know. Go away. Go somewhere else. And it won't. Can I? No. How do I disconnect? Okay, there we go. Hi, kitty. So these total profits are not actually for a month. That's not bad at all. 8,000 in a month. Say hi. Say hi, pretty girl. Yeah, my sleepy girl. I think we're gonna get some silly goofy music. Let's find some. That's a little better. Nightbot, I swear. I should just have a kitty cam. Just pointing at kitty. Hi. Hi, pretty girl. Someone's smoking. Smells very good. I don't smoke, but I still love the smell of it, so. Come smoke in my apartment. So what did we learn about this, right? The 100 is fine. This actually says 100 200. This 100 200. Oh, this. I don't understand how this works because the minimum drawdown it picked the maximum of the minimum drawdowns. And that doesn't make a lot of sense. So really the 100 is fine. And then you have to do a little tuning and figure out how you can bring the drawdown down some more. But 53% profitable is a slight edge. The 150 is fine too. This is good, 7,600. Let's try this on the full 4 months. 63% profitable. So this is an interesting situation because you typically talk about having a 3 to 1 or 2 to 1 ratio between your take profit and your stop loss, and this is under a ratio of 1 to 1. So that's not ideal. But if it works, you know, there's not anything wrong with it. It's just that things can go south faster. Let's try this 100, 150. On the back test. 100, 150. And the default quantity was a 10, it looks like. A 9. We want the whole year. And we'll see what happens. Hi, honey. Honestly, I'm expecting it to be negative, but you never know. I'm a pretty girl. Turn this down a little bit. See what's going on in Discord. What made me get into what specifically, Strudel? Coding or like stock market type coding? Because like the coding was, I need to pay off my debt. that's actually what it was, and I always kind of felt like I could. That I would succeed at coding if I tried, and I've done pretty well. It's just like that's how my brain thinks. But the trading stuff, like my business partner actually said, like, hey, you should learn how to do that, and he was saying it in terms of like manually trading, and I did that for a while, and I was getting good at it. But it just takes too long and you get too emotional. Yeah, coding was just, I was out of a job and I said, fuck it, I need to pay my bills. Find something that pays well. I don't know why this is taking so long. We're not dropping any frames. That's pretty cool. Click to add KB per second info to your footer. Fiber internet is such a blessing, I swear. I think the program froze. I'll let it go a little bit longer. You're nervous about coding or learning to code? Because one of the things with engineering is you learn that making mistakes is not a big deal. Unless, of course, you break something in production, in which case you fix it, right? But I'm the kind of person who tries something even if it doesn't make sense, or you have to try something to see if it works, and that means trying a lot of things. You can't be scared about it. You just kind of have to do it. Oh, it worked. Okay, cool. Go away now. There we go. No, I said go away. So that was actually positive 2,000, which is not amazing. What's the profitability? 62%. I don't like this number. It should be a lot higher. But when you do longer time frames, you're talking about average trade 33 cents. Wow. This is rough. Data series. Can I change this to tick? I can. Let's do one more optimization. We'll go like 1 to 10 by 1. And we'll reset this to 100, 100 by 1. And put this on 150. And this is going to take a little while. Hi, pretty girl. I should probably turn off that timer. Where you going? She probably needs a snack. If I plan on like streaming more frequently or regularly, I probably should get a webcam, because right now I'm using the built-in one, and I have to turn the whole computer. It's also at a weird angle because I have it pointing up to capture me, so that's something to invest in. What just opened? This is going to take a while. The new apartment? Oh, it's great. Thanks for asking. I lived in the same community in the exact same building for 2 years. And I got laid off and had to move back in with my mom. That was October I moved. So I came back 2 weeks ago now, and it's been pretty great. Aside from just like it smells like cigarettes sometimes. So my guess is that the person who lived here before me smoked in the apartment, which you're allowed to do. And it seems to be clearing away a little bit. I haven't really done anything special, but it seems to be getting a little bit better, or I'm getting used to it, which is not great. But no cockroaches. I haven't seen a single cockroach in this place. My other place had lots of them. And also, I'll show you, if I turn carefully, I have a little bar right there. Between that, the kitchen's over this way, that's the dining room, and then this is my office here. So little bar, which I don't think any other unit has. That's pretty cool. I got little bar stools to put there. Actually, I borrowed them from my mom, so. And the cabinets are pretty nice too. But it's really so nice being in my own place again. I didn't realize this finished. 2,800, which is 668 per month. My assumption really is that it's really January or February was pretty bad, which means you're losing in those months. You're losing overall with something that's profitable in other months. So if I were to take this and go to March and do the same thing, you're going to get a higher amount. Yeah, it's nice. 850 square feet, I think. There was another place that's not far. It's more expensive. You actually get more room. They have washer and dryer in unit, which I wish I had, but they don't have them in this community. The only problem with that place is it's over by the pork factory, so it is a little stinky, and I don't really want to be there. It would be really nice to have the washer and dryer, though. My first apartment, I had a washer and dryer, and it was like, that was actually one of the things I was looking for specifically, like to move in. So, you can't have everything. Also, I think it looks spacious because this is maybe the biggest room or the second biggest room, and there's no furniture in here. I need to put a couch back there. Like, it's a pretty big room. Kitty has a little couch back here. But the idea would be to get like a sleeper sofa for the living room, so someone could crash here. And then in this room, I would put the couch I already have. I already picked one out on Wayfair, and it's fine, I guess, but it seems like it's a little uncomfortable. It's like 4 stars. I don't understand how you can sell furniture that's uncomfortable. Like, the whole point of it is to be comfortable, right? Talking about a couch. They're like, oh yeah, buy a topper for it, a mattress topper for the pull out. This did not go the direction I thought it would. The percent profitable is nice. Honestly, this is such a frustrating process, but if you can find a strategy that's profitable consistently, that changes your life forever. So it's worth the frustration and the struggle and the effort, I think. Like, I would be able to quit my job and do whatever I want if I get this to work. Not that I, wouldn't be bored. I would certainly be bored if I didn't have work, but it'd be so nice to make money in an automated way. I think I'm gonna go though. Thanks so much for stopping in, everybody. I appreciate it. I might come back on tomorrow. We'll see. Looking for a couch. Yeah, a lot of couches are pretty much for average height people. I'm sure you'll find one, but it's gonna take some looking. Thanks for stopping in, Strudel. Thanks for stopping in, everybody else. I will probably be back on tomorrow because I do a lot of this type of stuff on the weekend anyway. And thanks. I'll see you later. Have a good night.